Presentation. Here's the tough part for me. We have two outgoing council members, and I'll start with Barry Gillespie first. I've known Barry for quite a while. When I was president of the Arts Council, as well as just a private citizen, I can tell you Barry's involvement being on the council, his involvement with planning and zoning, his sheer will to preserve the look of Oro Valley for the last 8 years really is unmatched. Oro Valley is Oro Valley because of the efforts of Barry Gillespie. And I don't know of any other way to say it, Barry, but Oro Valley owes you a great deal of debt for us now being the town that people look at and say, I want to be like Oro Valley. So on behalf of the mayor, this entire council, the entire town staff, we're presenting you with a plaque, Barry, town council member, June 2004 to June 2012. In appreciation of your dedicated service to the town of Oro Valley, Arizona, you will be sorely missed. Thank you for all your efforts on behalf of the town. Really next up, it's a little bit more difficult, to be no slight to Barry, because Steve and I ran together while I was running for my mayoral bid. It didn't really run together because he was appointed, but we had discussions about really who was going to fill that vacant slot. So I vetted him pretty darn thorough. On the heels of following Barry, Steve, I got to tell you, personally, I envy you. And I envy you because in 2 short years, you have taken what Councilmember Gillespie has done and prior councils and solidified by code, by ordinance, the environmentally sensitive land ordinance, which preserves the amount of open space, so any development that occurs in the town of Oro Valley really helps to continue Barry's fostering of that original idea 8 years ago when Barry joined council. And 2, you have, I envy you because you, along with Vice Mayor Waters, really were tasked to serve and provide for the residents that can't provide for themselves or have a difficult time providing for themselves in the form of Coyote Run. Those 2 single events, council members, mayors, staff, and other jurisdictions go through an entire elected official cycle without achieving not 1 great goal, let alone 2 great goals. And for that, I envy you. I distinctly remember when we were with the environmentally sensitive land ordinance, and I said, you know what, fix the problem. And I had you and Councilmember Gillespie get together because he's more on the preservation end and you're on the development end, and you 2 gentlemen together put your heads together and came out with a great product. So again,
He beat me up more, though. I have the bruises to show it.
So again, through your single efforts in the last 2 years, you have retained the character of what Oro Valley is going to be in the future, as well as provided a transportation system for needy residents, well-deserving residents, our senior population, and really made Oro Valley very unique. And to you, Steve Solomon, Town Council Member, June 10th to June 12th, in appreciation of your dedicated service to the town of Oro Valley.
So the first one, this is a plaque of appreciation to Councilmember Brendan Burns, presented to Brendan Burns, Town Council Member, June 2012 to November 2016, in appreciation of your dedicated service to the town of Oro Valley, Arizona. Brendan, thank you. And the second council member, this is presented to William Garner, Town Council Member, June 2008 to November 2016, in appreciation of your dedicated service to the town of Oro Valley, Arizona.